This is a 1968 Mercedes 280 SE. It's a W108 chassis. These were built from 1965 up to 1973. And there's a lot of them still out there. People are picking these up, they're restoring them, they like driving them. They have a very unique look. I love the front ends of these W108s and the sister chassis W109. But there's one critical area that needs inspection on these, whether or not you have one or are planning to get one, and it's missed all the time. I don't think I have ever, in the last 20 years, seen a W108 where this particular area has been inspected and taken care of. And that's this area right here. And I know some of you are thinking, well, Kent, what's the big deal with that? That's just where the air goes through and gets into the cabin. Well, guess what? This may be the original cabin air filter. They did not refer to it as a cabin air filter, as a filter screen that would prevent needles and leaves from getting down into your air vents. So I thought, well, let's bring this one into the shop and let's open this up and see what's going on in here. I think you're going to be surprised. Of course, to do this, it doesn't take a lot of work. You're going to open the hood and you're going to remove this chrome grille screen, and then you can get a good look at what's down in there. If you've never seen this before, I think you're going to enjoy this video. Looks pretty typical, no surprises here. You can see that some of the screen frame is still intact, but if you look further, it's kind of collapsed and we have a lot of junk down in there. You have two options. You can try to vacuum this out and remove this and replace it with this cover in place, or you can remove the cover and do a full cleanup and inspection. If there's no signs of rust at all, when you get all this junk out of here, you probably can replace the factory screen with this in place. If you're going to be replacing this factory screen with my filters, you'll probably need to remove this. It'll be easier. All right, let's have some fun here. Let's pop this out. Now you remember originally these were just a thin film material that acted more like just a screen than an actual cabin air filter. Here you can see what happens to these over time. This has been partially working at least, but looking down in here, let's see what we've got. I can't really reach it, but I may be able to get a hose down in there. Let's go check the other one. Look at that. That's been kind of working. Still partially intact. That's pretty amazing considering it's over 50 years old. I doubt whether these have ever been replaced. So if you think this is a problem specific to the W108 chassis, I want to show you this. I think all these old cars need to have these panels removed. This is a W123 300D. And if you look down inside, we got the same issue going on here. All that organic material, when it starts to rot, is going to cause rust. You can see the rust forming there. And if you have one of these old Mercedes where you have water getting into the cabin, you don't know where it's coming from, suspect this area right here. So now you're going to get to see the reason why you want to remove this, even if you don't think there's a problem down here. I already pulled some needles out of here with a vacuum cleaner. The needles I'm not too concerned about. This is what I'm concerned about. When needles sit down in here and get moisture, they can cause rust like you see here. And then looking into the center section, we've got a ton of needles. And then over up against the firewall, look at that. That's what I'm worried about, that rust right down there. So we're going to have to clean all this out and treat that with Miracle Paint. Here's a perfect example of why you do not want to ignore this area, particularly when the screens fail and you get all this kind of organic material. What do you think caused this rust right in here? That was needles laying in there, holding in moisture and rusting away on this paint. Look, there's a body seam there, and it's those body seams that can let loose and you'll get water pouring into the cabin of the car, and you'll be wondering, where is that coming from anyway? So we're going to get the Miracle Paint out, get my hand down in there, and get all these rust areas coated. Let me explain what I'm going to attempt to do here. I'm most concerned about this body seam, and down in here you can see there's a little seam sealer that started to deteriorate. So my goal is to get about 4 coats of Miracle Paint right where that seam is. But to begin with, I'll just put 1 coat on over the entire area, just the rust, and I'll put it on fairly thick so it can kind of wick its way down into that groove. And then I'll come back. I have to wait a day between each coat. And then I'll come back and keep putting additional coats right down there in the V-groove in all the areas where there's a body seam. If you're able to get the factory original replacement filters, you can clean this area up and you can slip these in without removing this panel here. These are the Mercedes genuine filters right here and over there. These are the filters that you can make from the kit that I supply on my website. Now, these are no longer being made. They're NLA as of June of 2026. You still may be able to find some on eBay, or you may be able to find one or more online from old Mercedes dealerships. And if you are able to acquire one of these, you can install them without removing this vent cover. If you're installing my kit, you will need to cut these out of a thicker filter material, and you'll need to glue them in place with a removable glue. So in that case, I recommend this comes off. It's not that difficult to take it off, and most of the time you will find additional problems down in here. Even if you look down there and try to vacuum it out, try to blow it out, I recommend, if this hasn't been removed in the last 20 years, you do it. Because I'm looking down in here, and even though I don't see a lot of rust, I see another glaring problem. Because of the restricted space here, it's going to be hard to film this and show you what's going on without removing the cover. But notice that rough material right there, and look at the cracks in it. That's body seam sealer. There's a seam there between the body panels. And guess what happens when that seam sealer deteriorates? Look at over here. As we go down in here, look at how badly that seam sealer is cutting loose. And that's how water leaks into the cabin. So if you have a 108 or 109 that you cannot locate the source of wet carpets, there it is right here. So this cover has to come off, and that has to be repaired. It is possible to vacuum these cavities out, but you probably have to modify your shop vac. Look what I've done here. I've got this 5/8 inch coolant hose taped to my nozzle here, and it will allow me to get down in here. It won't be as good as removing the cover, but you can get quite a bit of junk out of here. If you're not able to locate any of these genuine filter screens, then you're welcome to purchase my kit. It'll be available on my website. You notice here that I include a tube of very special glue because you have to glue these in after you cut them from patterns that I supply in the kit. Now, there are 2 reasons why I think my filters are actually better than these. Number one, it's a little bit better, thicker actual filter material than what comes on these genuine ones. Also, by gluing in the edges all the way around, you get a complete seal from any dust that might be entering the cabin as you're going down the road at 60 miles an hour. Because the genuine ones do not, and I repeat, do not totally seal around the outside edges. For you deep thinkers, I think you'll find this interesting. Obviously, you're going down the road 60, 70 miles an hour. There's a lot of air moving into this grill screen and into this vent area. And I'm sure you're thinking, well, that's going to create so much pressure, it's going to blow out those filters. Look at the original filter. You can see the air pressure going in there has push the filter down and even cause it to rip free. So what's going to prevent these new filters I've installed from getting pushed down and ripped away from their glue joints? If you study the design, it's obvious the engineers knew this was going to be a problem. So look what they've provided. There is a pressure escape right here. Right in this cutout, you can see it. So any excess air that builds up pressure in this vent area is going to force out both sides of the cowling here. So I think you can see that excess pressure buildup is not going to be a problem with these new filters. I thought I would show you what my filter kit looks like installed. This is a different W108. And you can see how stiff these are, how firmly seated these filters are all the way around the edge and reinforced here in the center.